Welcome to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Side Chicks, where we offer our side of the issues. Thank you so much for listening. Please follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show. You can also listen to us on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. Please rate, like, review, subscribe, and share. And if no one else has told you today, we love you. Now let's get into the show. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First off, it's free. And there are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Then Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. Then you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's Anchor, ANCHOR.FM, and get started making your own podcast.
Begin Podfix Network transmission in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
But
So do you believe that Johnny Depp fucked Amber Heard
Yes.
with
yes, weird ass. But I like Johnny Depp, and I think that I think that she's crazy. He needed, I don't. How did he get affiliated with her, mixed up with her?
He met her on a movie set
What was she doing?
acting, which she clearly cannot fucking do. And the other thing I struggle with is like,
And you said acting.
because she can't act. She be on there doing like horrible auditions on the stand. And he took the bottle and he put it in me. I'm like, what, you just stood there and let a nigga put a wine bottle in you?
You testified yesterday that he put his hands on you. Is that correct? Amber Heard ignores me and looks at the. That is correct. I don't recall. Oh my gosh. Get your ass off
Your
of this
eyes
stand.
over here, ma'am. Your eyes here. Just
Lion ass.
lying ass.
She's a
But then
horrible
did you
liar.
see like their wine bill?
What was the wine?
It was
bill?
like $100,000.
So maybe he stuck a lot of damn wine.
He must.
He stuck
Maybe
a
that's
lot
how
of
they
wine.
got how they open the top. It's probably like how they pop the cork and shit. Right in her sassy girl.
That's a lot of freaky
She
wine
seemed
bottle
like her
opener.
vagina got teeth. She probably can get that top off easy as fuck.
Snag a
Right.
tooth vagina having ass.
Why does your vagina have an overbite, ma'am?
The better to get the wine cork out with.
Right? How else I'm gonna get the wine bottle open? That's what Johnny should have been like. Nah, her pussy got teeth. That's how I opened the wine bottle. That's what I was doing. She know
I had to
that.
protect myself somehow. Shit.
Right.
You think I wanted my cock in there?
Can you imagine the scrapes on his dick? He got like teeth grooves and shit. on his- Johnny looks like his dick is painted black at the tip. He like, Johnny Depp, who painted your dick tip black? And why is it okay with you?
Because I needed it to match my toenails.
Right? It matches my fingernails and stuff.
Oh, Johnny Depp, remember what a heartthrob he was?
He was so fucking cute.
He was beautiful as a young person. And the thing is,
Yes.
he's a fucking good actor.
Yeah.
Because he never really tried to like get pub off of how good he looked.
He didn't even like play off
He
of the
played
good
the
shit.
fucking most hideous looking.
He was like, but wait, in real life, that motherfucker be walking around with gold teeth. Did you know that?
It's just no, but that makes sense.
Gold teeth, and his teeth are like gray, and then he has like all these silver rings. He looks like he needs a lot of shower. Like he tries to look a hot mess.
He tries to play down his good looks.
Well, it worked. It finally worked.
Now that you mention it, he probably does paint his penis black.
The tip of his penis is black. That I'm sure of. That's what Amber should have got on the stand and talked about. Like, let me tell y'all some shit. You ain't gonna believe
And
this
everybody
shit.
would have believed that.
Right, like, damn, girl.
We would have been like, that makes sense.
Right, of course. The
Wasn't
tip
that
of
Edward
his dick is
Scissorhands?
black.
That motherfucker was Edward Scissorhands. And Willy Wonka, right?
And Willy Wonka and Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack. I mean, he played the most hideous, weird motherfuckers.
Unattractive. You name
But
it.
Amber
I don't
Heard.
know. Amber, I don't know. But you know, he got rid of his baby mama for her.
Okay, then you
And
brought it on yourself.
He did. He brought this shit on himself. And his baby mama was down for him. They have been together for 20 years.
How old is his baby?
They grown, I believe, his kids. He might have one in the late teens now. Yeah.
That is so unfortunate that they have to see him go through this.
And that's what he said, because he was one of the things that was like actually sad when there's like a recording of him talking to Amber, I take a shit on the bed, Heard, when she was like, and he was like, my son has to go to work, not go to work. My son has to go to school and get teased. And people were saying that his father beats on women. Do you care about that? Do you care? Like that part was like actually really sad. And that
Meanwhile,
bitch,
she's beating his ass.
and that bitch, meanwhile,
She beating his ass.
her overbiting her vagina is over here doing all the damage.
Another wine bottle.
Right.
Gone. Thanks a lot.
Right. Meanwhile, and she didn't say like that didn't affect her. Could you imagine somebody saying their child is being teased? And you are like, and you're like,
If she really believes, if she somehow in her warped mind believed or was trying to convince others that he actually was abusing her, then of course she wouldn't have a reaction. But
Oh
by
my
all
gosh.
accounts, she's the abuser. She's the one laying hands on of people.
That seems logical to me. And hands and teeth. That's probably why the tip
Keep
of
your
his
teeth
dick
to
is
your-
black. It's probably fucked up his circulation from her damn overbiting her vagina on his dick. Fucking shit up.
Keep your
Amber.
teeth to yourself, ma'am. Oh, my God.
Retract. But you know what? I struggle. Like I can see how she's attractive when she's dolled up like on the red carpet.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I look at her and I'm like,
what did you see in
what?
her?
I'm like, you could get an erection here, sir.
Like, yuck.
Like, can we say yuck?
And when did it start to go bad? I mean, when did they
It
were only
seemed
married
almost instantly.
Yeah, because they weren't married that long, right?
No. And then
2
you heard
years
the
or
one
something?
line where he was talking about he would burn her up or something, and then he'd fuck the corpse to make sure she was dead.
Wow. Wow.
Twisted.
Okay, Johnny.
Twisted.
He said that to her? Did he say that to her or somebody else?
He said that to somebody else about her.
That's sick, Johnny.
He
Oh
would
my
fuck
gosh.
the burned corpse.
Both of y'all sick. I know
both
what
of them.
This makes sense.
Yes.
I'm getting the picture here.
Right.
They was both
Right.
some freaks. She probably asked to be fucked with the wine bottle.
Now, okay, before him, she wasn't even fucking with men. She had a girlfriend, a full-blown girlfriend for years. Like for real
Oh
lesbian.
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Like for
I did not
real
know
lesbian.
this. Are you?
Yes. And
So she doesn't like men, maybe. Maybe she just doesn't like men.
I don't think she really liked men. I think
gonna
that
make
she
up some shit.
saw opportunity, with Johnny, and was like, all right, let me put the pussy down for a minute. I can benefit. I don't think she really liked men like that. Then with her girlfriend, she had allegations of domestic violence against her.
Oh my. So this is a pattern. So Amber Heard had wait a minute. So she accused her ex-girlfriend, or was she an abuser?
She was the abuser. Once again, Amber was
Oh my
accused of being
gosh.
the abuser. So you got yourself a solid pattern here.
Yeah, yeah. I hope do they allow that in court? Do they
I
allow?
don't know.
Because
I
sometimes they
don't
won't
know.
allow that stuff, but
Right.
she's pathological though. She
She
has a
is
pathology for real.
nuts. She's nuts. But like I'm looking at her during the proceedings, and I'm kind of like, where is the attractiveness? I'm just not getting it.
I can see how well, I noticed that I guess this is a tactic as well. They have her at the beginning, like when they have her on video from like a couple years ago when she first accused, I guess. She looks really torn, worn out. She looks beat down. But on the stand, they have her with this little bun looking like a church arm, or something. And I'm like,
it's not believable.
No, it's not believable at all.
To me, I think that they would fare better by trying to get her some pretty privilege.
Yeah.
Dollar up.
Yeah, don't put her on.
Up.
She got on a man looking suit. She got on like a suit looking like Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
And this damn bun looking like a church marm or a school marm.
It just looks fake and unbelievable. And then she's up there crying without tears, telling ridiculous stories.
Looking at the jury instead of the person who asked her the question, which is so fucking weird. It's weird.
Super weird. I don't get it at all.
And she's been caught in a couple of lies.
Big lies.
Some lies.
Big lies.
They need to I don't know what the penalty is for perjury, but certainly she has perjured herself.
I think
she's been coached though. They tried to coach her up, but she's
despicable. Too far gone. She is too far gone. She's a nut. She's a nut. Lala Anthony, the former wife of Carmelo Anthony, the NBA player. Girl, she is dating.
Who's she dating? I think she's so pretty.
This 26-year-old.
Go la la.
Yes.
Hashtag you go girl.
Yes. And he is fine.
She's a doll. And I don't know, how old is she? She's 40.
I think somewhere around there. He's 26 and he's her co-star on BMF.
What's BMF?
That's a 50 Cent TV show that's on Stars. It stands for Black Mafia Family. It's about this Detroit drug family.
Okay.
And she's on the show, and this dude is on the show. He has like one of the starring roles. His name is Da Vinci. This motherfucker is fine.
I like the name Da Vinci.
I do too. He is fine. So
are people saying things about her because of that?
Yeah, people first they said it was a rumor, and now the girl they out in public holding hands straight up. I'm like, Lala, you did good, girl.
Girl, go. Why not? Why
not?
What's she supposed to do? Just like roll over and die because Carmelo Anthony she's so pretty. I think she's so pretty.
She's really beautiful. And I think she's really done well with her career, her acting career.
Yeah, she has really parlayed her humble, meager beginnings into something really outstanding.
Yeah, I'm proud of her.
Happy for her.
Yep, she's doing her thing. So she's doing what men used to only do, which is re-up with the latest version off the assembly line.
Hey, why not? No tenderoni.
Why not?
We've already talked about how, sometimes the way, a female's body is set up, you really come into your prime way after a male, has I don't know. This is what I heard, that men don't have that same stamina like they did when they were 20 something. So it's matching up,
Yeah, I
their
believe that.
situations are matching up well.
Yeah.
She's 37.
Okay, I don't believe that.
That she's 37.
She is not no fucking 37.
Okay, maybe she's 38.
Think about how long she been on TV.
True.
Dark
Yeah,
Phoenix.
she's got to be at least Beyonce's age, and I think
She would have
Beyonce
had
is,
to be. Beyonce is like 41
so she's got to be at least that age, at least.
at least. Because remember back when MTV was a viable channel?
Yeah,
She was on
That's
there.
right. She was a V. That's right. You're right.
She
That was
would have
20
had to be
years ago.
12.
Yeah,
Right. That's
true.
what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
She would have had to been 12 then.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So,
and before that, wasn't she on the radio?
yes,
I
you
think
are
she had
correct. Yeah, that's right. She was on the radio.
So good for her, though. Oh, he is cute. He's a cute.
He is cute.
Hey, he got game.
He got game.
I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
She's cool with Kim Kardashian, which really is curious to me.
They're really good friends.
What do you think they talk about?
You know what? I think Kim is probably cool on an actual personal level. Like they say that Kim hired the detective that followed Carmelo.
Really?
Yes, and figured out all the shit he was doing.
Why didn't she have somebody follow her dumbass husband and find out all the dumb shit he was doing?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if happens one day is if Kanye transitions. I'm serious.
I wouldn't either.
I really do.
Now that would make sense.
One day he gonna be like, call me Kenyatta or some shit. Watch because he always want to dress up a woman, pulling out women's clothing and shit. I just feel like one day Kanye gonna go ahead and transition.
I can totally see you are a.
It kind of would explain a lot of stuff. Like, why are you so fucking upset? Like, what's wrong?
And why do you act like a bitch?
Why you act like a full blown biatch? Because
no bitch assness. No bitch assness.
Yes, that is why.
Yeah. So wow. Okay. Lala.
Yeah.
I'm mad at it.
Yes.
So I sent you a link to a little toy.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What did you think?
I think I want to order that as soon. I'm going to have to go count my coins because first off, who created a toy with a tongue?
Hello. I like to shake his hand. Like to give him a big mouth kiss.
So it's called the Rose, right?
The Rose. It's
the
called
Rose,
the Rose.
And it has a moving tongue in the center of this rose, and it also has like a little penis or something that they claim will stimulate your G spot or your Idris spot.
Your Idris. Your little Idris over there.
It will drain your Idris for you.
I'm upset though.
Why?
Because I'm just not finding out about this.
I know.
Why didn't nobody tell me about it? Remember all the ideas I had and it's already out there.
Right. It is right. Because you did have that idea. That's true.
Because the tongue goes on all of the pieces.
Yeah, it can do everywhere.
It can do everywhere.
Okay, so I don't know. There's like a line. I'm not sure exactly where the line is at all times, but there is a line where I start to feel like a creep. And a tongue, a fake tongue.
That ain't it.
No,
that ain't the line. That ain't the line. It's only creepy if you tongue kiss it back.
Or like if you get it flowers for Valentine's Day, that's the only way it's creepy.
Besides, y'all go together, change your last name to the Rose.
Yeah, you start taking selfies with the Rose and shit. then that's creepy.
Everything else is fair, and it. Okay. Hey, It looks amazing, and I have not experienced it yet, but I am willing to try it and give a report back.
I think we should contact the company
Hey,
for samples.
let's do it. I'm
And
down.
we will, during this Tell the Truth summer, we will come back and tell
report
y'all the
out.
truth about it, okay?
And so that you don't have to just waste your money.
No.
We can try it out for you and then let you know.
'Cause
Let
I
us know
care about
if
you.
it
I
will be
care
worth it
about
for
y'all.
you. Yeah, we do this
Right.
for you. We do it for you.
Yes.
You're welcome. Okay.
Right. Me, my sassy girl in the rose. Like, what's up?
I'm afraid for myself.
Give me a bottle of wine. Get the rose, sassy girl.
Here's my new boo, little selfie.
What's up? Yeah. I like him. He like me.
Here's a picture of
So-
us kissing.
Right. He loves the tongue.
Okay, maybe that is a little creepy. Okay, I do
A little bit,
apologize. Okay, maybe
My
we're
bad,
close to the line.
dog.
We're really close to the line.
My bad, dog. But so how can we do a tell the truth summer and then talk about a topic that we not really telling the truth about?
Okay, what haven't we told the truth about?
I think we were being too nice about interracial dating.
You think so?
Yeah.
No. I think we were telling the truth. I mean, I think that the truth is it's not, contrary to popular belief, it's not just Black women who get their panties in a bunch when they see an interracial couple.
Amen. Amen.
It's not, and I think it's not only Black men, it's white men.
It is. You are right about that.
So I think white men don't, the old school white men don't want to see their young girls with a Black man. But I think that's telling the truth. And I also think that it's telling the truth that some white men prefer Black women, like Black men may prefer white women. And that's, it grates on my nerves a little bit. But at the same time, I think your position, which I wholeheartedly agree with, if you're going to do that, fine, but don't bring me into it. Like, don't say I'm the reason that, see, this is why. I mean, love who you love. Shit, if you want to marry a fucking goat, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But don't say I want to marry this goat because, see, y'all Black women, if y'all wouldn't, so no, motherfucker, you just want to marry a goat.
Just fuck with the goat, playboy. Fuck with the goat. Damn.
Bye.
Right, bye. Damn, bye. Boy, bye.
I think we told the truth on that. I think that I mean, we could have said more about, we could say more about, see, I don't want to make sweeping indictments. I realize that there are weaknesses in my original stance from when I was a young person, which was that Black men who go out like that obviously have a problem with strength, but I don't think we have to be strong. I think that's too easy. I think that's too easy. I think it's more nuanced than that. And I think we told the truth. I think we told the truth.
Okay.
I don't think that
and we also, I don't know that we mentioned this basic thing, that there is a possibility that someone can just meet someone and like them.
Is that possible?
That is possible.
Sure. Are you sure that's possible?
I think so.
Sometimes people just like each other.
Yes.
And they just vibe. I don't know. I struggle with that one. I'm on the fence about that. I don't know that it's ever.
You think there's
if the stars align properly and you are really being open and true to yourself, I think that can be true. I guess that is possible. But I don't know how likely. It's possible, but not probable. How can you not see, unless you Stevie Wonder or some shit like that? You can't see. I can see I can see what you look like, because otherwise you would just vibe with ugly men. You see them, I see you, you see me, we all see each other. So it's never, unless somebody in that situation is a non-seeing person, then you see the differences. And I don't know that there's a such thing as just, I'm contradicting myself. it can happen. It is possible that you can just vibe, especially if you spend time in the same space a lot.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So so one thing that I guess I always say or think to myself, well, people act like it's like this big epidemic, but have you ever felt personally impacted? Like I've never had a situation where it's like, gee, I wish I could just get more Black men to talk to me.
True. No,
Never.
no, but I think about little girls who may have, this is what I've always thought about. Little girls, young people are impressionable. And like it or not, we live in a society where we are bred and conditioned to believe we need to be chosen.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot
true.
of that being chosen, and I think is very evident in all the whole social media frenzy. The whole being chosen phenomenon, the idea, the concept of being chosen, like it or not, has an impact on self-esteem.
Yeah.
If I am a young Black girl and all the Black boys in my grade, say, if I'm in the 7th grade, only like the white girls or girls that don't look like me,
Yeah.
what am I going to think about myself?
That is true.
So it hasn't impacted me necessarily personally, but I'm thinking
Yeah.
about the girls who've come of age during a time when, it's commonplace for Black athletes to just
That's a good point.
and they have choices. To me, Black athletes have their pick of the litter.
They
You
do.
can have anybody you want. You got to go out of your way. You got to go out of your way to
Right.
make that choice, because
And you know
people are
what?
throwing it at you.
We probably have somewhat of a skewed perspective because we went to Black colleges.
Exactly. What would we feel like if we did not go to HBCU?
Right. That's true. Yeah.
And
So
trying to find somebody
yeah,
to date. We probably would have ended up dating white guys, probably.
Probably. Yeah. So yeah, that's true. So I never, when I was at that stage of life, I never experienced it because I went to a HBCU
Mm-hmm.
where everybody was Black. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's true. I don't know what that struggle is. I didn't experience it. So
And then think about this. Even if let's say if we were coming of age during this time and we went to an HBCU, now, unlike when we were in college and coming up,
right.
everything is social media. So
Yeah.
even if I am not if I think I'm not personally affected because I go to a HBCU, media is going to tap you on the shoulder and be like, remember,
excuse me.
yeah, you are not the ideal here. You're not the
That is
ideal. Remember
true.
that. Remember this.
Yeah, that is true.
And everybody gets airbrushed. I was just looking at this the other day. Like, these women are so, I think you might have even been telling me. My mind was blown. I went back and looked at those pictures. And I'm like, they are all airbrushed. Like, just like this is blowing my mind. I'm like, here I am. Like, I want to look like that. And I'm a grown ass, gray ass woman. And I'm like, being fooled by the fact that I'm thinking this is the way they actually look. No.
They're like pretty much any picture that you're looking at, especially someone that is putting a look out, is touched. The image is not just the image. It's not. And if you're looking at people, they don't have pores. Everything is to symmetry. If they're using Facetune, if you just think out in your daily life, how many people you pass that look that flawless?
None. Nobody.
None.
Well,
because it's not real.
Yeah.
It's not real. Not to say that there aren't like some versions of it, but not like what they put out there. And if you're not conscious, like I really have to like check myself, like, hold up.
Right.
Hold up. She don't look like that. So you're not going to look like that.
And see, and we are conscious. We're good and grown. Pretty much above. I feel like we're on some level, we're above the fray and above the influence. We're above the influence, I feel. But yet here we are.
Us.
Yeah. So what about these young girls, these young, Black, brown, beautiful brown girls it's just that's what really bugs me about the whole thing. It's like, who's gonna be left to check? And then especially if we're still pushing this whole love and marriage thing and being chosen and all that, you know,
Right.
who's left to
Right.
choose them? If
Mhm.
if the white guys are choosing the white girls, the Asian guys are choosing the white girls,
Yeah. The
the
Indian guys
Indian guys are
choosing the
choosing the
white
white girls, and the
girls.
black guys are choosing the white girls.
I guess you would be like kind of like, well, damn. And it's true. Because of the generation I came from and because I went to a HBCU, I probably am not the best person. And to be honest, at certain points in my life, I do feel that I experienced a certain level
Privilege.
of pretty privilege,
Yeah.
if you will, or
Mhm.
average privilege or
No doubt
whatever.
about it. No, it's
Mixed
pretty
in.
privilege.
So I didn't grow up in the era of social media.
Right.
So my immediate people was my immediate people. So I
Right.
wasn't competing with women from all around the world the way
Exactly.
girls are now.
Exactly. What the
I
fake
was
images
only
put out. Yeah.
and they're fake. Yeah, I was only dealing with the people within my city. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I wasn't dealing with chicks from the UK and Spain and Africa. That's a lot.
And then think about this. Back in the day, it was kind of rare for people to get plastic surgery. You had to be like a doctor's
Exactly.
wife or some shit to get plastic.
Right.
Now it's so common. You
Yeah.
know, people with no asses getting asses. People
Yep.
with big noses getting them noses fixed. I mean,
Mhm.
everything, hair. Back in the day, it was so, remember, I don't know if you remember this or you had the same experience, but I seem to recall a time when it was so rare
Yes.
for women to wear fake hair. And if women wore fake hair, everybody would call them out on it.
Oh my God, yes. It was
Oh, that's
taboo.
fake. That's fake. It was
Yep,
very
like,
taboo. Now, everybody, not just black women,
no, everybody.
everybody enhances in some way.
Mhm.
And that is what these young girls have to, you know, look forward to.
I remember when I first got my first weave, like in my 30s. And it was like a calling card for young dudes. Cause I had to realize they grew up on rap videos with girls in weaves.
Right.
So I could go out with my natural, you know, puffy ponytail,
Yep.
nothing. I get a sew in. young dudes would be like, oh shit, you know, like, oh damn, girl. And it was a weave.
But the puffy ponytail worked for us back in the day, though.
It did work back in the day.
It
but
worked
like,
for us.
But like the little millennials,
that's what they grew up on. This is what this is the aesthetic that they're used to.
So like that shit triggered something in them. And I just thought, I was like, cause they grew up watching rap videos and all those chicks had weaves. So they see a weave and it was like, oh my God, you know, unlike what you're saying, when we came up, the reaction was like, oh, you got that fake shit up in your head. You know, like, what you doing? Nah, that
and we had a lot of hair.
Yeah.
We had a lot of hair. And so anybody who was, you know, had just ended up with anyways, that's another chapter. But yes, I think that it's just different for us. So when you say, does it impact us? To what extent does it impact us? I'm looking at my little sisters like, you know, dang, you know, that's why you got people. And I'm not saying this is the case with, you know, suicide or depression or whatever, but I'm saying it probably contributes to the depression when you got to compete with, you know, you're not being chosen because for no good reason except for you're brown, really.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm looking at this TikTok trend about when did you know that you were I think the TikTok trend is Stitch. When did you know you were the ugly one in the bunch or something to that effect? And these beautiful Black girls, I would say 90% of the girls who were Black were like, oh, because I went to a predominantly white school and people used to out say I was ugly. And I'm talking beautiful Black. I'm talking beautiful Black girls by anybody's standard. But because they were not, I mean, you have boys just telling them they're ugly. Nah. So they have a crush on somebody. Everybody has crushes on people when they're in middle school. Everybody pairs off with somebody except for the little Black girl because she's ugly. I don't like her, you know. Of course, she's not ugly, but that's what they have to deal with.
That's
and then
awful.
you don't even have Black boys. Black boys don't even want you. So then you get to internalize that. Well, maybe I am not. I'm
Yeah.
not the cute one. I'm not.
Yeah. So it is a thing. It is a
Mhm.
major thing.
It is a thing. I think I remember. What's her name? We have 6 minutes left.
Okay.
I remember. What's her name? Maya. My love is like whoa. Remember her?
Yeah.
And she's an example of that. Just never feeling like she was cute because of the environment
Wow.
she grew up in. Very
Mm-hmm.
cute girl. But of course she has a certain aesthetic as well.
Right.
So, and obviously she achieved some level of success because of the way she looks. I don't know if she ever leaned into the way she looks. She was a dancer. So I know she
Yeah.
leaned into, I'm sure she probably assumed it was because she was talented, which she is.
Right.
But let's face it, she has a certain aesthetic that
Yeah.
mainstream seems to like. So I
Right.
don't know. Those are the things I think about. I'm like, if you have a sister or a cousin, or if you say you don't, if you say you don't like, if you are a brown person, you say you don't like you only prefer somebody who is nothing like the person that gave birth to you.
Yeah, there's something up.
I
There's
don't
something
know.
up. If it's an exclusive, just like the Indian dude on
Yeah, that's a pathology. His
Love is
mama,
Blind.
somebody did something. Somebody did a number on
Mhm.
him.
Like he said that he
Self-hate.
was really teased a lot for being Indian as a child, I
Okay.
believe. So, like you say, self-hate.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess people can have one or two responses to that. They either grow up and embrace who they are or they're repelled by it. And I guess
Mm-hmm.
he was just repelled
Mm-hmm.
by it,
You can
which is
internalize it. You can internalize those negative messages about it. You can grow up to be like, fuck that. That's y'all problem. That's not my problem. That's you
right.
all. Or you can be like, you know what? If I lean into that other side. So I
Mhm.
mean, but who are we to say? I mean, who are we to say why? Does it really matter why somebody's doing it?
Right.
I don't know. I
Right.
just know the impact is not, it does reach beyond just those two people, especially when you're a public figure. When you're a public
Yeah.
figure, the impact is far reaching, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, like I saw this article and they were saying, do you think social media causes depression?
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
afraid so. Like,
You ever heard of
I,
doom scrolling?
wow.
People doom scroll. Oh, what fucked up happened in the world today? But that is what social media, I want y'all to know that is what social media is designed to do. It's designed to keep eyeballs on its pages. That is how
Yeah.
they get money. That's why advertising dollars are so strategically spent on social media. Just know that it's not by happenstance that things pop up in your feed. It's not by happenstance that they show you something else. Well, here, you like that? Here's some other stuff you might want to click on, because they are paid to keep your eyeballs on their pages. And it's called attention merchants. They are benefiting they are financially benefiting from your eyeballs. Believe that.
But I couldn't imagine coming up as a young Black girl right now. I do think that I would struggle. I do
Mm-hmm.
think. Like when you look at all of that, I do think I would struggle, which is a foreign thought for me because
Yeah, because you never had to think
I
about
never had
that
to
kind of
think
stuff.
about it. Right. Yeah. But like when you look at all of that,
I mean,
just
go ahead.
if nothing else, being compared to all the women in the world.
In the world, not just in your block, which is fine. It's fine on some level, but we had to contend with it a little bit because
Right.
commercials. If you watch television, which most of us grew up on television, there's really only
Yeah.
3 channels, really.
Yeah.
NBC, ABC, and CBS. But the commercials, same thing. Attention merchants. They pay people.
Right.
That's why the Super Bowl ads cost so much,
Yeah.
because of all the eyeballs that are on it. Those ads are what we had to look at. So none of those
Mhm.
people look like us. So
No,
we had to
none of
deal
them.
with it on that level. But now, not this 24-hour inundation with look like this, look like that, airbrush this, hair should be like this, eyelashes to go to class and shit like that. It's like,
But those chicks, to bring it back to sort of like what stimulated this discussion, those chicks that put out those makeup pictures,
mm-hmm.
they modify the fuck
That's crazy.
out of their pictures. They
That's
do.
crazy.
They do.
It's a curated image.
Very much.
And we have to
so.
remember that. We have to remember it's a curated. So we cannot compete with people
No.
who have a whole team to help them curate an image.
An image. Even if you do this yourself, take one of your pictures and just Facetune it.
I gotta try that.
Just Facetune it
Maybe it'll
alone.
give me something to aspire to. Because I like drag queens. I like the way drag queens look. I don't know that I want a drag queen.
Wow.
I don't know. I should be aspiring to have a drag queen look every day.
Not every day.
But so maybe I'll try the
like it.
Facetune thing. But I would never post it. I don't post stuff of myself.
Yeah, I don't even want to get used to looking at myself in that artificial way because that's not what I look like.
Yes. I remember, I think it was you who used to say, because we used to relax our hair for so many years, that I actually thought that was the texture of my hair.
Yes.
Until I started relaxing. I'm like,
I was like, oh my fucking gosh. I literally had no concept of what my actual hair texture was.
Which is beautiful.
Which
your
is
own
beautiful.
hair texture is beautiful, but we were so conditioned. That's what I'm saying. We had our own shit to deal with, but
yeah,
I mean, I don't want to get used to seeing myself in that light either, because then it's like, then that could be depressing. Like, oh shit, I look like shit when I get up in the morning, look in the mirror. That's depressing.
Like, it is what it is. I got what I got, so I just gotta work with it. So, yeah. Well, I think that's it for us.
Thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, review, subscribe, and share. It helps other listeners find us. And don't forget to follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show and also our highly curated He Can Get It list. As always, you can listen to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Side Chicks on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. And if no one else has told you today, we love you and thank you so much for listening.
You've been listening to a podcast of the Podfix Network. Discover more audible gems like this at podfixnetwork.com. Make sure to catch up-to-the-minute network shenanigans by following @Podfix on Twitter, official_Podfix on Instagram, @Podfix Network on Facebook. And make sure to subscribe to Podfix Presents wherever you choose to find podcasts. The Podfix Network, artist owned and loved.